Michael, the government today said, good news, at least, we are going to save you on medicines. We're accepting advice from a committee to cut the number of scripts you need for your medicines if you're on a long-term basis, taking these things. And that's going to save you co-payments at the chemist. Here's the Health Minister.
The advice from the advisory committee is that more than 300 medicines, 325 common medicines, be approved for 2 or even 3 months' supply to patients. Patients who are very stable in their condition and have been on these medicines for some time will be able to get a supply of their medicines with only 1 visit to the GP per year instead of 2, and only 6 visits to the pharmacist instead of 12.
I've got to say, I got distracted with that clip with those damn 3 flags. What other country flies 3 flags behind them? 3 different flags for one country. It's just nuts. But anyway, this policy, Michael, it's going to save people, but the pharmacists are getting upset because they're getting ripped off. It's the government's generosity that's taken out of the wallets of the pharmacists. But do you accept that this is a good policy?
Andrew, I have no sympathy for the pharmacists. I had to deal with them when I was Treasurer in New South Wales. They've been at the forefront of very restrictive practices. In fact, report after report, certainly in the 2000s when we're looking at microeconomic reform, focused on the Pharmacy Guild's monopoly as being one of these restrictive practices that was causing all sorts of problems. I think this is a good policy. I think we need more of it rather than less of it. The Pharmacy Guild, really doesn't have a leg to stand on this. I mean, their argument has been that you need qualified pharmacists to do this. But if a doctor is prescribing these things for long-term chronic illnesses, there is a control mechanism to ensure the well-being of the patient. So I support this reform, but I just don't think it's significant in the sense that it's only touching the surface of the problems that we face across a range of professions and the restrictive work practices and the restrictive professional practices that are leading to, sub productivity levels and micro concerns within the economy. I think there needs to be more of this.
Well, when I see Stefan in the chemist in the town next door, I'll make sure that I don't agree with you, because I don't want to get his ire. But actually, Michael makes a good point there, I got to say, Garth. And I just wonder why the Liberals were instinctively against this policy when the savings, the government says the savings it's going to get from it will be put back into the pharmacy profession. But how, I don't know, but that's what it's claiming. Why are you against it?
Well, look, I will just pick you up on that point there. It's wonderful when we see the government come out and make these statements without any details that support them whatsoever. It fills me with confidence, I can tell you, Andrew. But, I'm old enough to remember when this government said they were going to be brand new. They were going to do things differently. They were going to be so open and they'd consult with people. It'd be a brand new way, a kinder, gentler sort of politics. First opportunity they get to, they start talking about the Pharmacy Guild and the pharmacists on a class basis, how much money they make, and dismissing them as scaremongering. So they're going to be consultative when they want to, but they'll dismiss people out of hand when they need to. I think that says a lot about this government.